It's forecasted to be 106 degrees here today in Bishop. And knowing that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the diesel heater on. Just get some heat going in here. I literally brought my whole bed into a bed bug infested room. So yeah, that sucks. So I am outside of San Francisco right now. I tried to eradicate any bed bugs that might have hitched a ride on my bedding from that motel in Lone Pine. And I woke up this morning and had fresh bed bug on my mattress. So I failed yesterday. I killed my snake plant because I got it too hot, but I didn't get it hot enough to kill the bed bugs. So we're gonna go round 2 today. This gets a little tricky because I have a lot of stuff that can get damaged by the heat. I'm going to hope that my ski boots aren't infested, take those out. Anything with a lithium battery comes out of the van, and then everything else gets spread out, and I'm just gonna let my van sit in the heat all day. All day long, it's going to be sitting in the heat, and I'm just going to be hanging out in a laundromat. So, yay, so much fun. All right, this is it. I've got this thermometer here. The probe is down in this low spot because I think it might stay kind of cool down here. So we want to make sure this point reaches 120 degrees. Everything else is just kind of spread out so that hopefully there's no pockets of coolness, like especially up there. That stays cool for a long time if it's fully packed full of stuff because it's all very insulating. And then again, up front in the hottest part, we've got my pillow, my mattress, and then this backpack I brought into the hotel room. So it's gonna get extra heat treatment. And then the fridge is turned off. I'm hoping that my almond milk and maple syrup survive, but everything else has been thrown out. And I've turned off the solar so the charge controller doesn't get too hot. Yeah, I wanna open this cabinet just to allow heat to get into anything and everything. And we're gonna try to get it, I'm gonna fire up the diesel heater right now. And so we're just gonna try to get it nice and hot in here and keep it hot for many hours so that the heat really permeates throughout the entire van, rolling up the windows. And I do have the vent fan going, but the hood is closed, so it's just circulating air, kind of trying to act like a convection oven, if you will. And yeah. Hopefully this goes well. I'm gonna bring this stuff into the laundromat. It's my ski boots. If those are infested, I give up. And then I have a bag with all of my lithium batteries, my laptop, and then lunch, because this is gonna get ruined if I don't eat it right now. This is really stressful, but also extremely boring. I don't want to leave the van too far away. I mean, the diesel heater isn't really designed to be run in the summer heat, so I'm just hoping I don't catch something on fire or something. I don't know. It sucks.
With the captain's permission, we have called you all three together to ask for samples of your fingerprints.
We've been parked here long enough that I was getting sun on this side of the van, but now I'm getting sun over here where my bed is. So I think that's a good thing. Ooh, I bet my helmet's really hot. This door panel is finally feeling warm, which is kind of where I was worried about the bed bugs retreating into, because that's where there's a bunch of insulation. Well, I was gonna give it another hour, but the diesel heater stopped working, and we're down to 116 in there. I should probably let it heat soak a little bit longer, but I think it's been at least 4 hours at the desired temperature, and I now have to put my home back together, and I want to do that before it gets dark. So, oh man, I hope this is good enough. I also hope I didn't break my diesel heater or anything else in my van. So yeah, time to let the heat escape finally. Oh wow. Yeah, that is hot. That is crazy. Woo! Oh my god, it is so hot in here. It smells like... Yeah, it smells like burning. Whew. Okay, so it has now been a little over 2 weeks since the bed bug incident occurred, and I think I got rid of them. Ever since that day in Sacramento when I got things really hot, I haven't had any other evidence of bed bugs in my van, which I'm thankful for. And I have to say that this is kind of tricky. You know, I read on a bunch of forums, people are like, oh yeah, just park your van in the sun, it'll get hot enough. And that first day in Empire, it was 106 degrees, and my van was parked in the sun for a good portion of the day, and my diesel heater was running, and it still just didn't get hot enough in there to eradicate them. And it took the second day in Sacramento, literally having my van out in the sun all day and running the diesel heater until it overheated, which is what happened. There is a temperature sensor in there that keeps an eye on the combustion chamber temperature and shuts it down if it gets too hot. So that's what happened. My diesel heater does still work, but I think that was good enough. But it's really hard to say because I have a lot of wool insulation in my van, and I'm not sure that it really got hot enough everywhere, like inside the insulation. And there could be bed bugs lying dormant in there right now, and they lie dormant for up to a year. So I'm really hoping I put this behind me, but I don't really know. I saw another video where a guy put his van in a garage and used a propane heater to heat the whole garage to 130 degrees. And I like that idea a lot better. It's a lot more controlled, a lot more scientific. And just by doing that, you're getting the heat from the outside and the inside, and you just know that everything has reached that critical temperature that it is hot enough to kill the bed bugs. But I really don't know that I did that. I'm hoping what I did was way overkill because I messed up a lot of stuff in my van. Like the ceiling is coming unglued from the plastic, like the fabric is coming unglued, and then I 3D printed like this bezel for my security camera monitor, and I 3D printed these switch panels, and they're all warped now. And then you saw I've had a bunch of issues with my sink. I think I finally got that figured out. And then there are just a bunch of other things that I had like held up with adhesives and stuff, and that's just been like a gooey mess that I've been dealing with. And I'm still discovering things. Like I went to put on deodorant the other day, which I don't do every day, but I opened it up and it had all melted down to the bottom of the container, and there's just all kinds of stuff that got ruined by this, and all kinds of like messes that I'm still to this day discovering. So this was a terrible thing. If you're watching this video because you have bed bugs in your van, I'm sorry. You can do this, but it's terrible. It sucks. It really just sucks. So anyways, I'm hoping that this is the last of the bed bug content on my channel. And if you want to follow along on my travels, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Whoa, man. Like upside down.